Intermittent fasting is everywhere right now. And if you're going through perimenopause or menopause, you've probably heard completely conflicting advice. So today we're looking strictly at the evidence. We'll break down what the studies show and about how fasting impacts your energy, brain function, and hormones, and how to find the exact fasting window that works for your body. So to understand fasting, we first need to look at what's changing inside your body. As you move through perimenopause and menopause, your estrogen levels naturally decline. When estrogen drops, insulin sensitivity decreases, leading to afternoon energy crashes, brain fog, and easier fat storage around the midsection. Your stress response system becomes far more sensitive. So your adrenals play a bigger role, making you much more vulnerable to feeling overwhelmed or wired and tired. Now, think of fasting as a form of stress on the body. In small doses, stress is actually beneficial. It forces your cells to repair and adapt. But if your stress cup is already full from night sweats, poor sleep, busy work days, and midlife hormonal shifts, adding an aggressive fast can cause your stress cup to overflow. Now, when that happens, your body pumps out the stress hormone cortisol, which signals your body to hold on to abdominal fat, break down muscle tissue for fuel, and leave you feeling drained. So now what happens when researchers test fasting on women in perimenopause and postmenopause? Firstly, intermittent fasting is genuinely effective for weight loss and midlife symptoms. Clinical trials show that midlife women on time-restricted fasts consistently lose about 3 to 4% of their body weight over 8 to 12 weeks. A study in the journal Nutrients found that when menopausal women combined time-restricted eating with movement, they saw a significantly greater reduction in symptoms, improving physical fatigue, mood, joint pain, and weight management. Secondly, fasting does not ruin your female hormones. Clinical trials specifically testing time-restrictive eating in postmenopausal women showed that daily fasting windows did not cause a dangerous drop in estrogen, progesterone, or thyroid hormones. So, given all this, why don't researchers recommend an aggressive 16-hour fast for every woman right out of the gate? Because the research also shows that during those final hours of an aggressive 16-hour fast, if your body feels underfueled, it releases adrenaline and cortisol to keep your blood sugar stable. For women already dealing with high midlife stress or poor sleep, that extra stress response can trigger middle of the night waking, anxiety, and intense sugar cravings later in the day. So this brings us to the two most common fasting windows, the 12-hour versus the 16-hour. Think of a 12-hour fast like eating between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. as tidying up your kitchen overnight. It gives your digestion a full break while you sleep. Most importantly, it gives you all those metabolic benefits without forcing your body to pump out stress hormones. It is safe, effective, and sustainable for almost every midlife woman. A 16-hour fast, on the other hand, is like a deep spring clean. It forces your body deeper into fat-burning mode. But if you're already exhausted from poor sleep and hot flashes, forcing a 16-hour fast is like trying to do a massive spring clean when you haven't slept in 3 days. You end up burning out, basically. So here is your simple rule of thumb. Stick to a safe 12-hour fast if you wake up in the middle of the night, suffer from night sweats, feel wired and tired, or fight strong afternoon cravings. Your body is telling you its stress cup is full. You can experiment with 14 to 16 hours. If you sleep 7 to 8 hours uninterrupted, your daily energy is completely steady, and you feel genuinely hungry, not shaky or irritable when you break your fast. Now, if you want to use fasting as a tool to support your midlife health, here is a safe, evidence-based way to do it. Rule 1. Establish your 12-hour baseline first. Finish dinner by 7 p.m., eat breakfast at 7 a.m. Rule 2. Always break your fast with protein. Whether it's eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie, aim for 30 grams of protein first thing after you break your fast. Rule 3. Use your sleep as your dashboard. If you decide to test a longer window after a few weeks, pay close attention to your sleep. If you start waking up in the middle of the night again, that is your signal to step back to 12 hours. Fasting is just another tool to help you feel good. You don't get extra points for pushing through starvation. Now that you know how to structure your fasting window safely, the next critical step is what you're actually putting on your plate when you break that fast. So click this video right here to learn about the best menopause foods to keep your blood sugar steady, lose weight, protect your muscle mass, and beat midlife fatigue. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.